A revolutionary figure, a cultural hero to Arab nationals, the founder of the Abbasid dynasty, and the first Sultan of Egypt and Syria. Here's a brief biography of one of the most interesting historical figures you might never have heard of, Nasir Salah ad-Din Yusuf ibn Aid, better known in the West as Saladin. The man known in the West as Saladin was born in the city of Tikrit in the modern country of Iraq. To his close friends and family, Saladin would have gone by the name Yusuf. Saladin was of Kurdish origin, and his ancestors were of the Rawada tribe from the ancient city of Divin. It is said that Saladin was forced to leave Tikrit with his family on the day he was born, owing to family legal troubles stemming from an honor killing. Little is known of Saladin's childhood, but it is said that he settled in Damascus with his family. Saladin was educated in law, history, and religion. Like many of his contemporary Kurds of the era, Saladin spoke both Kurdish and Arabic. Some sources tell us that Saladin favored religious studies over military training, which is curious as it is his military exploits that he is perhaps best known for. Saladin began his military career as a member of his uncle's staff, rising through the ranks quickly, likely due to a combination of nepotism coupled with his own talents. Saladin was vizier of Egypt and the commander of Syrian troops. This is especially impressive for a couple of reasons. First, Saladin was only 31 at the time, and second, he was a Sunni Muslim appointed to a very prestigious and powerful position by a Shiite Egyptian caliph. Saladin further improved his position in 1171 as he abolished the Shiite Caliphate in Egypt and announced a return of Sunni Islam to Egypt. With Egypt as his breadbasket and base, he was able to use his small but highly disciplined forces to claim Syria as well, through a combination of diplomacy, intimidation, and military prowess. It's been said that a man and/or a woman can best be understood by studying their enemies. Perhaps the three greatest, or at least most famous, enemies that Saladin faced were Richard the Lionheart of England, Balian of Italy, and King Baldwin IV of Jerusalem. Baldwin IV of Jerusalem, the leper king, was an able military commander and politician. Through a series of deals cemented by marriage and his own military prowess, Baldwin was able to hold off the forces of Saladin on a number of occasions. In fact, one of his more impressive victories took place on the wedding day of his 11-year-old sister. The wedding of Baldwin's sister Isabella was sieged by Saladin's forces. Though now blind and unable to walk due to his leprosy, Baldwin led the forces that chased away Saladin's armies. Balian of Italy was responsible for negotiating the terms of surrender of Jerusalem. Saladin, determined to mete out revenge for the Muslim blood spilled by the Crusaders in the taking of Jerusalem, originally planned to kill all Christians within the city walls. However, as was customary of Saladin, he chose the more sensible and charitable route of allowing most of the Christians to leave the city. Under the guise of a very low ransom for each Christian, the equivalent of $50 in today's money, Saladin released the Christians able to pay, and probably some of the ones who weren't. The capture of Jerusalem was the direct cause of the Third Crusade, and could be seen as the beginning of Saladin's battles with King Richard the Lionheart. King Richard the Lionheart was a worthy opponent for Saladin, and the two traded victories over cities in the Holy Land, including Jaffa, Arsuf, and Jerusalem itself. So what exactly was it about Saladin that made him such a successful diplomat, politician, and military commander? Saladin was said to have had an indomitable spirit, and a singularity of purpose that attracted others to his cause. Saladin was driven by the Muslim idea of jihad, and strongly believed in spreading Muslim ideals to all people. Uniting Muslims was a part of this purpose. While other leaders squabbled over minutiae, Saladin was disciplining his troops, meeting with imams, and planning his next move. Saladin got things done. Previously mentioned, Saladin was a devout Sunni Muslim. When he died in Damascus a few months after King Richard the Lionheart left the Middle East, he had one gold piece and several pieces of silver to his name, having given the rest of his vast fortune to the poorest of his people. So destitute in death was Saladin that he had not left sufficient funds to even pay for his own burial. This was a very brief overview of the life of Saladin. I obviously couldn't touch on everything in the life of this very interesting and very important historical figure, but I think I gave you a good place to jump off from. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, leave me a comment. Also, please consider checking out our Patreon page. Thank you for watching.